Hi there Libra, thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for February. Your ruling planet Venus is set to be hugely influential this month. Right from the start of February, she's combining with Pluto, the planet of transformation, and for 10 days they're closely locked together. When this happens, it can make things rather more dramatic, particularly around our love life, our more sensual appreciations, because Pluto is about desire, deepest desires getting stirred up. Venus, of course, is about being romantic, and the two together could see you wanting to get much closer and be much more intimate and sensitive towards someone that you're closely involved with. Now, if they want the same thing, things can be absolutely idyllic. But if they don't, because the two are going to be jarring in a right angle with the stormy, unpredictable influence of Uranus in your sector of relating, it's possible that you may suddenly discover that someone you thought was the real deal is not someone that you know quite as well, and this could lead to some turbulence. At the very least, when Venus and Pluto get together, there is a tendency for people to manipulate one another, to pull a few strokes in order to get what they want. So if you find that your desires are on fire, you need to check out about how you're going to indulge them. Because if there is someone that you just want to get close to for a night of passion, as long as you have both the same view of the situation, the same terms of reference, that's fine. But if one of you wants something much more profound and deeper, it could lead to someone being very hurt. Now, Mercury is also in the mix as the month begins, and that, of course, is the planet of communication. But the key on the first day is also a quarter moon. This quarter moon in Scorpio can tempt you to splash out, particularly if you're wanting to impress the apple of your eye, but don't overdo it. Even around your social situation, it's about trying to control that side of you that loves luxuries or loves being very generous to those people you care for. Someone close to you may ask for some kind of financial assistance. Now this is going to be ramped up furthermore on the back of the new moon, which on the face of it is really great for you on the 8th of February. This is asking you to be much more creative, outgoing, sociable and have fun, but it's jarring with Mars. And again, it could see you doing something a bit more impulsive when it comes to your resources in order to maximise the amount of pleasure you have. If you're going to have a drink or you're going to have something to eat out with friends around this time, you may find any kind of diet plan that you set at the turn of the year could really get smashed to pieces as you really go for it and let your hair down. But Venus then goes on to forge a stunning angle to Jupiter. But Jupiter's right in the back of your horoscope, so the benefits that you're going to get may be more subtle. For example, someone could be very reassuring, give you some wonderful advice, or perhaps be very caring in the way they respond to you if you want to share any concerns you may have. Jupiter is also forging a fine link with Mars in the first 2 weeks of this month. This points towards things that you've been working towards over a very long period of time. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, but in the 12th house, it's more spiritual. So it's possible that you will start to count your blessings at some point in the first 2 weeks of February, around some of the things that are non-material in your life, and realise how lucky you are. However, as Venus forges a great link with Mars too, it's also possible that you can spend some money on making your home that much more comfortable in the first couple of weeks. Some Libras may even move altogether. A big moment of this month, however, is on the 13th, because Mercury then moves into a much more outgoing and sociable area. It's been marooned for some time because of the retrograde in the sign of Capricorn, which for you means ideas or concerns may have been working their way around your mind. Now it moves into Aquarius, and you can feel a joie de vivre start to pulsate around your whole system again. And once your ruler Venus joins up with Mercury and briefly with the Sun on the 16th, a very much more sociable and outgoing sign is cast. And this can see you being more playful in the second half of February. On the 19th, the Sun does move, however, into the more practical area of Pisces. This asks you to think about work and also about health, fitness and diet. But he's going to be combining with Neptune in the last week of this month. And if you're overdoing it in terms of trying to please everybody else, you may suddenly find that your energy tapers off in the last phase of this month. Do look to balance the giving and the getting in your situation, because your physical body is going to be much less able to give out in the same way as this month draws to a close, especially on the back of the full moon on the 23rd. And if there are any politics in your life or psychological pressures, you can become much more conscious of them, despite the more playful influences of Mercury and Venus. Perhaps what they're speaking out to you about is rebalancing your life so that you do have enough time to indulge the things you enjoy. If it's all work and no play, as this month comes to a close, you really can become much more run down. However, even so, in the last few days, Jupiter is forging a fine link with Pluto, and understanding what you really need at an emotional level in your situation may see you having some profound insights as February comes to a close. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.